Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video of GIPL Technical Series where we take you through different technical advancements, features of development tools as well as different concepts used in our software development field. Today we will talking about yet another important feature of SQL Server reporting services that helps implement complex functionality of cascading dropdown pretty easy and manageable. In this video, I will take you through creating parameterized report and implement cascading dropdown in it. Before we start with our topic, I would like to give you some information about me and GIP. I am Praveen Goyal and I am working as Assistant Manager IT with GIPL. GIPL is a government organization. We provide IT and IT enabled services to different government organizations. We provide informative videos about government software and latest technological tutorials. Before we start with the tutorial, if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe and hit bell icons so that you do not miss out on any of our new videos. Now let's get back and understand how to create report with cascading dropdown. First of all, what exactly is a SSRS cascading parameters? The concept of cascading parameter is a list of values for one parameter which depends on the values chosen for the previous parameter. Cascading parameters help the user when a parameter has a long list of values. The user can filter parameters based on the previous parameter. Always when you create a cascading parameter, the independent parameter must be defined before the dependent parameter in the report data pane. Example, if you have two parameters district and taluka, then you need to choose district parameter first and then taluka parameter. So it lists only those taluka which belongs to the selected district. Ordering of report is very important because it determines the order of query execution in reporting services. If ordering of parameter is not correct, then you will get an error like forward dependency is not valid or you can't preview the report. Let's understand this with an example. Here we have simple table report displaying office addresses in different district, taluka and villages. Let's run the report. We can see different offices list. Learn to create such kind of simple reports in our previously uploaded SSRS video series on GIPL channel. Before we start creating the report, let's take a look at the table structure in the database. We have four tables in the database, that is district master, taluka master, village master and office master. We join four tables and display offices based on different selection of district, taluka and villages. Now to implement cascading dropdown and filter cascading parameters, we will create three report parameters, that is district, taluka and village. We are creating one embedded dataset holding district names from district master table in database. First of all, we create a dataset with name district DS. Use the default embedded dataset in the report. Select the data source and paste the query of district, selecting district. So now we can see the new data set of district is created. Right click on the parameter folder present in report data tab. We'll open the context menu to select add parameter option. Once you click on add parameter option, it will open new window called report parameter properties to configure the parameter properties. Please provide a valid name, that is district ID, prompt text, that is district name, and data type, that is integer, for the report parameter. Next we have to select the available values. If you can specify values manually, you can choose the specific values option and enter values manually. Else, in this example, we would like to use district name dataset that we created earlier. So select get values from query option and select dataset from the list. Next we are assigning district ID as the value field and district name as the label field. Click OK to finish configuring the district parameter. Next, we are creating one more embedded dataset holding taluka names from taluka master table in GIPL database. Next, we have to create one more parameter to hold taluka information. So select the data source. Now paste the taluka query which I have already written and press OK. So it will add the taluka dataset in our report. Right click on the parameter folder present in report data tab and select add parameter option from the context menu. Please provide a valid name, that is taluka ID, prompt text, that is taluka name, and data type, that is integer, for the report parameter. If you want to allow the user to select more than one value, checkmark this allow multiple values option. In this example, we would like to use taluka dataset we created earlier. So select get values from the query option and select the dataset from the list. Next, we are assigning taluka ID as the value field and taluka name as the label field. Click OK to finish configuring the taluka parameter. Next, we are creating one more embedded dataset holding village names from village master table in GIPL database. So I have already written the village query. I will copy it and create new village dataset. So I will first of all give the dataset name, use the dataset embedded in my report, select the data source, paste the already written query and click OK. So my village dataset is added. Now we have to create one more parameter to hold village information. So right click on the parameter folder present in the report data tab and open the context menu to select add parameter option. Please provide the valid name, that is village ID, prompt text, that is village name, and data type, that is integer, for the report parameter. In this example, we would like to use village dataset we created earlier. So select get values from query option and select the dataset from the list. Next, we are assigning the village ID in the value field and village name in the label field. Click OK after configuring the same. We have successfully created three datasets and three parameters for district, taluka, and village ID. Now we have to apply filter conditions. In SQL Server reporting services, filters are similar to SQL where clause. SSRS dataset level filters are used to restrict the records displayed by the SSRS report. SSRS supports two types of filters: filters at tablix level and filter at dataset level. We will use SSRS filtering the data at the dataset level to implement cascading drop-down functionality. First, we select previously created taluka dataset to add filter. This filter allows SSRS report to filter the taluka as per the selected district. So select dataset from the report data tab and right click on it. It will open context menu. Please select the dataset properties option from it. Once we click on dataset properties option, a new dataset property window will open. Select filters tab, click on add button. It will display below properties, that is expression, data type, operator, and value. Now in expression, select district ID, operator is equal to, and the value field we will select the district ID parameter which is passed by selecting district ID. Click OK. So our filter is created on taluka dataset. Now same process we will carry out on the village dataset and add filter in it. This filter allows the SSRS report to filter villages as per the selected taluka. So in expression we will select taluka ID and in the value field we will select the taluka ID parameter. If you find any difficulty in writing the parameter name, please select the expression button and select the parameter name from the GUI. In this SSRS cascading parameter example, we are going to display office record according to selected district, taluka, and village. So we are going to create total 3 filters on the main data set. That is, first for district, we will select the district ID parameter. Then we will create for Taluka, and we will select the Taluka ID parameter, and then we will add for the village. So we have created 3 filters on the main data set. Click OK. Now let's run the report now. You can observe that it is displaying a blank report, allowing us to select values from the district only. The remaining parameters for Taluka and village are disabled. Once you select the district name, then Taluka parameter will be enabled for selection and also displays the Taluka value corresponding to selected district. It is called cascading parameters in SSRS. Select village name and click on view report button. We can view the office name of selected district, taluka and village. Friends, we have created a same report like we have planned for. So you can see how simple it is to create and configure a cascading dropdown in SSRS. You do not require any complex queries for this. That's it for now, friends. Please share your views and doubts in our comment section. We will be happy to acknowledge them. Hope all this information was helpful to you. For any IT and IT enabled services, you can contact GIPL. Details are shown on your screen. If you like our video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and we shall meet you soon in our next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and take very good care of yourself. Thank you.